Shalom. I want to begin a lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Coming back here with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying to y'all, to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shouldn't be too long. Just got a few precepts I want to pull out, about enduring to the end, and having, keeping your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. As it says in the scriptures, man, the days shall be shortened for the elect's sake, because right now it seems like it's taking a long time for, Hamashiach to return and deliver the elect, the chosen people, their salvation, But we just have to be patient, Only the Lord knows the day, the time, the hour that, that he's going to send his only begotten son down to save the elect of Israel. Only he knows that. So all we can do is, look at the signs that are going on in the world today to judge the latter days, which we believe that we are in the latter days, and use that as a guide. But there is no one who knows the day, time, when, Yahweh Shai will return, except for Yahweh. So with that being said, man, I'm just going to get into a few scriptures. And like I said, Lord willing, to be edifying to you all. So my point being in verse 13, I will start in verse 5. This is St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Salakia. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So like I was saying, man, we're seeing wars right now. You have the wars with Iran and Israel and whatnot. And, the U.S. is getting involved in that more and more, I seen a report the other day that was saying that that some American troops, some U.S. troops were deleted in Russia, when they were trying to invade Russia, because, America is involved with the Ukrainian war as well. So we're already seeing the signs of wars. World War III is coming soon, but we know that that's not until the end. There are things that have to come before that. Before that, prophecy is fulfilled. For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So, like we've been saying all year, man, 2024 has been a record number of earthquakes in the United States. There's been earthquakes all over, especially in California, man. They've been getting hit with multiple earthquakes, man. And if you don't believe me, you can go ahead and look that up yourself, but I'm not going to dive into that today. And then on top of that, man, you got pestilences, man. So I got a quick article I'm going to pull up real quick regarding that, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake will see all of these signs. Well, actually, they don't see none of these signs because they live under a fucking rock. But we see all of these signs, yet Jake still refuses that we're in the latter days. It says teen with E. coli is battling kidney failure after eating McDonald's quarter pounders, man. And these pestilences with the food, whether it be listeria, whether it be E. coli, any food, any what is it called? What's the word? Food, what is the Salakia? Yeah, foodborne illness. Man, that stuff has been going on for like the past 3 weeks, man. You know, they've been recalling meat, all types of stuff, and that goes into famines as well. You know, having to recall all of this meat. They said a couple weeks ago, you know, like they had to recall like 10 million pounds of meat, and people see these things and think that they're normal, man. You know, it says I'm just gonna read the first paragraph because I'm not gonna go deep into this, man. In the days before Camberlin Bowler became ill, she went to McDonald's several times for her favorite meal, a quarter pounder with cheese and extra pickles. The previously healthy, active 15-year-old is now hospitalized and battling kidney failure, a rare and potential life-threatening complication of E. coli poisoning, man. And if you're still eating McDonald's, like the brother said in 2024, that shit deserve, you know what I'm saying? You deserve that to happen to you, man. we It's been known that McDonald's don't serve real food, man. But and then another thing about the pestilence, man, it says, and this is 13 hours ago, Ebola like virus causes bleeding from eyeball spreads to U.S. An Iowa resident died from an Ebola like disease rarely seen in the United States, according to state officials. And you know they have those the stuff that's going on over there, and believe in Florida, you know what I'm saying, after those hurricanes and whatnot, man, they got bacteria eating flesh. You know, the water is all contaminated. Those people down there are being deleted, man. It's ultimate judgment coming upon the earth, man, from the Lord Yahweh, man. You know what I'm saying? Alashadia, you know, a demon-like power. You know, Yahweh is a very, very strong power, man. It's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. There's a reason why it says that in the scriptures, man, because it's true. You know, these people don't fear the Lord. They don't understand what's going on, man. Only the righteous, you know what I'm saying, the elect understand judgment. So this is the Iowa Department of Health and Human Services announced the death of an unidentified middle-aged individual who caught Lassa fever during a recent trip to West Africa on Monday. Preliminary tests were presumptively positive for Lassa fever. However, the United States Center of Disease Control and Prevention is still working to confirm the person's diagnosis. Iowa State Medical Director Dr. Robert Cruz claimed that the current risk of transmission for Lassa fever is extremely low. During the death announcement, an estimated range of 100K to 300,000 people are infected with Lassa fever in West Africa annually, where it is considered to be an endemic. So what does that word mean? An endemic of a disease regularly occurring within an area or community. According to the Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy at the University of Minnesota, though only 8 known cases, all of which were travel related, were reported in the U.S. Common symptoms of Lassa fever include fatigue, cough, sore throat, and headache, while an estimated 20% of patients experience more severe symptoms, including bleeding from the mouth, nose, eyes, or other mucous membrane, seizures, vomiting or diarrhea, confusion, difficulty breathing, and chest, neck, or stomach pain, according to Cleveland Clinic. The Lassa fever fatality rate is reported to be just over 1% annually, according to the WHO. You know who the WHO is. See, look, man. And these people, yeah, it's the reason why it's many called and fewer chosen, man. Because these people, you know what I'm saying, they don't have faith, man. They don't have understanding. Alarming development as mutated bird flu strain that is 30 times deadlier leaves American infected. And I'm not even finna go into this, man, because I'm kind of getting off topic right now. Salakia. This is verse 8. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. So these are the beginnings of sorrows. All of these signs, man. And this isn't the only place that it speaks of that. It speaks of it in Daniel chapter 12. It speaks of the end times in Revelation. It speaks of the end times in 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 16. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall delete you. Man, forget you too, man. I'm saying the real word. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So who is it talking about when it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted? And what does that word afflicted mean? Pressed together, pressure, oppression. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try and oppress us. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord, the elect, the prophets, the ones who are on the highways and the byways, preaching this truth, the holy gospel, man. They're going to try and afflict us, oppress us, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Why would we be hated why would we be hated of all nations for Yahweh Shai's sake? Because it's in the red letter. Why would we be hated for Yahweh Shai's sake? Because they hated Yahweh Shai, man. When Yahweh Shai came on the earth and was doing all the things that he was doing, man, they crucified him on a freaking tree, man. You know, his own people and others, the ones who didn't believe in him, they was trying to get that man killed, man. And then on top of that, they disrespected him by painting his face white and changing the images and changing the names and calling him Jesus Christ ignorantly when his name was Yahweh Shai, man. So them same, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why it says, I am not come to send peace on the earth, but I come to send a sword, because Yahweh Shai is going to have vengeance in that day on those people who crucify him. Yeah, man. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Woo. What does that word iniquity mean, man? Wickedness. Wickedness, man. Contempt and violation of law. Iniquity. Wickedness. So wickedness is running rampant, man. We know that it says that in the Apocrypha, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Wickedness have polluted the whole earth. Let's get it real quick through the spirit, man. Because I didn't even plan on pulling this up. Wickedness hath polluted. And like I said, man, it's all in 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, man. The end time. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. And the point being in 6, behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the earth, upon the world, Salakia, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. See, man, wickedness has polluted the whole earth. All these things that you see out here is not of the Father, but it's of the world, man. It says that in 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15 on down. Man. So man, y'all making me pull up precepts, man. Precept upon precept, as the brother would say. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High Power abideth forever. See, man? And it doesn't literally mean that the world is going to, you know what I'm saying? People always think the world is going to blow up because it says that the earth abideth forever. But it's just saying the world that we're in right now, you know what I'm saying? Esau Edom's world, the Babylonian Empire, you know what I'm saying? Babylon the Great, this world that we know is going to perish, man. Because this is not the way that the Lord Yahweh intended us to live life. So like I'm trying to the will of what the Most High Power God wishes to be done by us. Commands, precepts, will, choice, inclination, desire, pleasure. So what God wishes to be done by us, which is go out and preach the word on the highways and the byways and the hedges, man. Or as a reason, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, roughly paraphrasing, fear the Lord and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. But it also says that it tells us to not be hearers of the word, but doers of the word. So like, this is Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High Power, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High Power, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High Power, man. So let's read it in the NLT. And so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to the Most High Power because of all he has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind he will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship him. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. So the Lord instructed us to, you know what I'm saying, spread his word across the four corners of the earth, which is lead me into my next point. Salaki, let me go back to where I was just at, because I'm all over the place. Let me get back focused. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So after that, I pulled up the second Exodus chapter 15 and verse 6 precept. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So as all of these things are going on, man, we just have to keep the faith and our trust in the Lord, Yahweh. And it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. To remain, to tarry behind, to remain, abide, not recede or flee, to preserve under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in Hamashiach, to endure, bear bravely and calmly ill treatments. And like it said, man, and it says in verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So that's what we're doing right now, man. We're doing the Lord's work. He instructed us to go out and preach on the highways and byways, and that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do. So, like it says, man, let's go back to that word endure. Shall endure. To preserve. Salakia, to persevere. Persist. Continue a course of action even in the face of difficulty or with little or no prospect of success. Under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in Hamashiach. And that's going to lead me into my next point. Why is that important that we endure? Because of the times that are coming soon. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Who is the devil, man? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So let's read it in the NLT. Don't be afraid of what you are about to suffer. The devil will throw some of you into prison to test you, which is, you know what I'm saying, when Jacob's trouble comes. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be delivered out of it. Roughly paraphrasing. You will suffer for 10 days. But if you remain faithful, even when facing death, I will give you the crown of life. Anyone with ears to hear must listen to the Spirit and understand what he is saying to the churches. Whoever is victorious will not be harmed by the second death, which is those ICBMs that will be sent over here and to lay Babylon the Great, which is America, desolate. He that hath an ear, this is in the KJV, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Salakia had to break the video up, but back at it. So like I was saying, man, you know, we got to be faithful unto death, even when we're facing death, man. Because like it says, man, you know what I'm saying? Like the elders say, man, some of us, you know what I'm saying, are gonna perish for Yahweh's sake, man. You know, some of us will. But we're going to receive the crown of life. And when it's saying cast us into prison, man, we know it's talking about those concentration camps from the, you know what I'm saying, from the refusal of the MOTB, you know. So, but it says, and I will give thee the crown of life. What is that talking about? You know. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and verse 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua with songs. And in the midst or the middle of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, which is Yahushua, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. What does the word exalted mean? Hold in very high regard, think or speak very high of a person of their rank or status, placed at a high or powerful level, held in high regard. You know, Yahweh Shai is going to be ruling in the kingdom. He is exalted. He's held in high regard, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, which is, you know what I'm saying, the flesh, which we are in right now, and put on the immortal clothing, which is, you know what I'm saying, those spiritual new bodies that we're going to get when we are in the kingdom, and have confessed the name of the Most High Power, which is why it's important to know the true names of the Son and the Father, which is Yahweh Shai, the Son, and Yahweh, the Father. The name of the Most High Power, now are they crowned and receive alms. So let's get into good news. I, Ezra, saw an enormous crowd on Mount Zion, too many people to count. They were all singing and praising the Lord. Standing in the middle of this crowd was a very tall young man, taller than any of the others. He was placing a crown on the head of each person, but he towered above them all. I was spellbound by the sight, and I asked the angel, "Who are these people, sir?" He replied, These are people who have taken off their mortal robes and have put on immortal ones. They have confessed their faith in God, and now they are being given crowns and palm branches as symbols of their victory." So then I asked the angel, "Who is the young man who is putting the crowns on their heads and giving them the palms?" "He is the Son of God, like I said, Yahweh Shai," the angel replied. And all these people confessed their faith in him while they lived on earth. Then I began to praise those who had stood for the Lord so bravely. Because so I can and the angel said to me, "Go and tell my people what you have seen, the many marvelous wonders of the Lord." And that's what we do, man. We bring out the good, we bring out the bad. But back on track though. This is Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 18. It says, we can start at verse 15. Actually, wait a minute. Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 18. Salakia. "Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof, so he that waiteth on his master shall be honored." And who is our master? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But who is our master that will return and save us? Yahweh Shai. So all we got to do is wait on our master to return, man. That's all we got to do. This is Psalm chapter 33, verse 18. "Behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine." That's talking about those perilous times, those dangerous and tough times that we're approaching, man. You know what I'm saying? We're at the beginning of sorrows. Our soul waiteth for Yahweh. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Let thy mercy, O Lord Yahweh, be upon us according as we hope in thee. So that's the ultimate goal, man. Yahweh will be our shield and our protection through faith, that we believe that he give us this protection and deliver us from death, deliver our souls from death, the second death that's coming. And I'll leave you with this. Matthew chapter 4, verse 17. "From that time, Yahweh Shah began to preach and to say, Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." So that's all it's about, man. You got to repent. You got to take heed and turn to the Lord Yahweh and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shah, man. So Lord willing, that lesson was edifying to you all out there listening. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth once again through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom.